My child, there is a kind of pain that humbles me. Not the pain of embarrassment, not the pain of failure, but the pain of hunger. Real hunger, the kind that keeps you awake at night. The kind that makes your stomach cry louder than your mouth ever could.
I understand now.
The kind that forces you to drink water just to trick your body into thinking you've eaten something. I know that hunger because there was a time in my life when I slept hungry. Not once, not twice, many nights. There were days I checked my pocket 3 times, hoping money would magically appear. There were moments I avoided friends because I couldn't afford to contribute. There were times I smiled in public but cried in private. But let me tell you something powerful. I slept hungry, but I refused to quit. Hunger can do 2 things to you. It can break you, or it can build you. That night when I lay down with an empty stomach, I had 2 choices: to complain or to decide. To blame my family, my background, the economy, or to take responsibility for my future. I chose to decide. I told myself this hunger is temporary, but if I quit, the regret will be permanent. Listen carefully. Poverty is painful, but quitting is deadly to destiny. That night, I didn't have food, but I had a dream. And sometimes your dream must feed you when food cannot. I remembered where I came from. I remember the sacrifices my parents made. I remember the people who doubted me. And instead of allowing hunger to weaken me, I allowed it to sharpen me. Hunger became my motivation. Every time my stomach growled, it reminded me, you cannot stay like this. Every time I felt tired, I remembered, if you quit now, you will sleep hungry forever. So I walked, I learned new skills. I failed, I tried again. I was rejected, I stood up again. There were days I felt like giving up. There were moments when success looked too far away. There were times when people laughed and said, just be realistic. But hunger taught me something powerful. When you have nothing to lose. And when you have nothing to lose, you become dangerous.
I see, Father.
Dangerous in focus, dangerous in discipline, dangerous in determination. I began waking up earlier than everyone else. While others were sleeping comfortably after dinner, I was studying. While others were complaining about small inconveniences, I was fighting for survival. And slowly things began to change. Not overnight, but little by little. A small opportunity came, then another, then a connection, then progress. Success didn't come as a miracle. It came as a reward for refusing to quit. Let me speak to someone here tonight. Maybe you are the one sleeping hungry right now. Maybe your bank account is empty. Maybe you feel embarrassed about your current situation. Maybe you are tired. But hear me clearly, your current condition is not your final destination. The fact that you are struggling does not mean you are finished. The fact that you are hungry does not mean you are hopeless. Sometimes, hunger is the training ground for greatness. Because when you finally succeed, you will not waste it. When you finally rise, you will appreciate it. When you finally eat, you will remember what it felt like to starve. And that memory will keep you humble. I look back now at those nights of hunger, and I don't see shame. I see strength. I see the version of me that refused to surrender. I see the warrior that was born in silence. I see the discipline that comfort could never have taught me. Comfort makes people relax. Struggle makes people rise. You see, anybody can dream when life is easy, but it takes a strong person to dream when life is hard. When you can still believe while your stomach is empty. When you can still plan while your pocket is empty. When you can still smile while your situation is painful. That is strength. And strength creates success. Don't let temporary pain make you make permanent decisions. Don't quit the business. Don't quit the skill. Don't quit the vision. Don't quit on yourself. One day, the same story that brought you tears will bring you applause. One day, you will sit at a table full of food and you will remember the nights you slept hungry. And you will say, I'm glad I didn't quit, because quitting would have been easier. That easier is not always better. If you are hungry right now, financially, emotionally, spiritually, let that hunger push you. Let it wake you up earlier. Let it force you to learn more. Let it make you disciplined. Let it make you focused. Turn your pain into power. Turn your struggle into strategy. Turn your hunger into hunger for success. Remember this, hunger is temporary. Hard times are temporary. But the decision to quit can destroy a lifetime of potential. I slept hungry, but I refused to quit, and that decision changed everything. So tonight, make a promise to yourself. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how slow it feels, no matter how empty your pocket is, you will not quit, because your story is not over. Your breakthrough is coming, and the world will one day hear how you slept hungry but refused to quit. Thank you, Father.